Greetings, everybody. Welcome to week one. My name is Jackie Pierce. I am your instructor for ENC2210 at Lake Sumter State College. And this is the first of many weekly walkthrough videos. Every Sunday night or Monday morning, you should be able to see in the announcements a video very much like this. And the reason I like to do these is because sometimes we get lost in Canvas. There's a lot of stuff that is distracting and things that are found in multiple places and all kinds of stuff. So this video will be kind of a walkthrough of just navigating Canvas in the first week. But in each of the weekly walkthrough videos, I will go through the assignments with you so that if there are any things that might be confusing or that I know that people have gotten confused about in the past, things of that nature, I will go over those. So most people find these very, very helpful. If you don't, then you know, technically you don't have to watch it, but I promise you that most of the time people who do take the time to watch these weekly videos really do succeed in the course. So with that being said, we're going to share and look at the course together. Yay. Canvas is this is a 2200 level course, so most of you have probably utilized Canvas multiple times, maybe for fully online classes, maybe for hybrid or seated classes, whatever. But as a fully online class, of course, Canvas is the only place that we meet. And so this is an important tool to learn to navigate if you are not already familiar with it. And if you are, then I apologize if there's some repetition of things that you already know. My sweet dog, Indiana Skywalker Jones, is going to try to help me. So I am probably going to have to move. So just be aware of it. Stop. Okay, we're gonna pause for a second. We're gonna pause for a second. Hold on one moment here. Okay, different venue, different lighting. Sorry about that. Indiana Skywalker Jones is probably the sweetest and certainly the most adorable dog ever. He just turned 3 a few days ago, and he wants to be involved. And once he realizes that I am video recording, he will not stop trying to be in the video. So, because I need both of my hands for this video, we have moved. Anyway, back at the back where we were. So this is the homepage for the course, and most of you, like I said, I know have been in Canvas before, but just a real quick overview. There are 3 navigational columns, and of course the content for the course is in the middle of those. On the far left-hand side, you have Canvas itself. This is where, of course, you would go back to your dashboard, to your other courses. And a super important link there is the inbox button. One of the things that I will insist upon is that if you need to contact me, that you use inbox. It's faster and quicker and more secure than regular email. It means that you do not have to remember to sign in and out of your Lake Sumter student email in order to contact me. But I still get it in my email. You still get my responses in your email. And it's just a very efficient tool. There is another way that you can there's several ways that you can contact me, but that is the quickest way. I promise you, even if you think, oh my gosh, I need to talk to her on the phone, it is going to be faster if you shoot me a message in an inbox. I promise. You also have the ability to post a question to the Q&A discussion board. You've probably had those before, but under discussions, you can locate that, and we'll see that in a minute. It's not a graded discussion, and it should be used for public questions because everyone else in the class can see it as well. There is a subscribe button within that forum, and I would highly suggest subscribing to it. Most of the time people don't use them a lot, but it is a very useful tool So I do encourage you to use it. If you've got questions about the course or one of the assignments, chances are your classmates do as well. So it's just very helpful if you utilize that tool. The subscribe button will make sure that you get an alert when I post or you post, somebody posts, you'll get an email, an inbox that specifies that that's been done. If you have private questions, though, please do utilize inbox. So if you have a question about your actual grade or you have something going on that's going to mean you need an extension, whatever that may be, that's for inbox. Okay. The next column over is the course navigation for our course. The only thing that's not showing right now is the announcements button. That will show up once this announcement is posted. But you've got the home screen, of course, which is where we are. The modules, which is where you should be going most of the time to do your work. That is where all of the learning materials are going to be housed. That's where you will find the assignments, the to-do, and all of that good stuff. So the modules page is your best friend once you have started a course. You do have a link to the discussions, again, because of the Q&A discussion. The grade book, of course, is where you will find your own individual grades. Once something is graded, the score will pop up here, and you will also get kind of a link to the feedback for it. We'll talk about that when we get some assignments under our belt. But this will be where you go to monitor your grade. You have a link to the people in the course. We are not doing any group work, so you probably won't need that, but it's just there to show you who's in the course. And then Office 365. As a student at Lake Sumter, you have free access to Word and you must use it. All of your formal writing assignments this semester will be submitted in Word format. If you have a Mac and have Pages on it, that's great, but you need to be using Word. Okay. It's just, you do. I have a Mac. I don't use Pages. I use Word because that's what is required. Starfish, of course, is Lake Sumter's early alert system. So you may from time to time get a note that I've had to turn in alerts for the course. Hopefully it doesn't affect you in any way. And then you have the link to the concourse syllabus. Going through the syllabus is going to be one of your assignments this week. So I'm not going to read the syllabus to you, but that is where you will locate it. I am not able to open it when I'm in the student view, so I'm not going to open it right now, but we'll take a look at that a little later. On the far right-hand side is my least favorite navigational tool within Canvas. Most of your instructors are not huge fans of the to-do list because it is very tempting for students to just click on an assignment and try to do it without actually having learned the course materials. It is a recipe for disaster if you try to do that. The way that I like to put it is you have to learn before you earn. So you must do the learning materials before you tackle an assignment. Otherwise, you're going to fail at that assignment. Even though the instructions are in the assignment and all of that good stuff, if you have not read the materials and watched any videos and done the things that you need to do to prepare, then you're probably not going to be very successful at the assignment. So try to just pretend like that column doesn't exist and utilize the modules. End of rant. In the middle, of course, again, you have the content for whatever page you're on. And this home page, of course, has all my contact information, my office hours, all that good stuff. Honestly, the best way to contact me is always going to be Canvas inbox. You do have my text number. So you can text me. Please be cognizant of times and all of that stuff. During office hours, if you want to hop on a Zoom, you do need to text me because I don't just sit in an empty Zoom room by myself. So make sure that you familiarize yourself with that. With grades, once a grade is entered, you want to make sure that you don't just put a comment in the box on the assignment because it does not alert me. So if you have a question, once you've received a grade, definitely contact me by inbox. For general questions, of course, you have the Q&A discussion if it's something that other people might need to know as well. And then, of course, you've got some information about timing and your own responsibilities. So please do take a look at that. Part of your first week is to look over this homepage in more detail. You have a link to the textbook. It is free. It is online. It is also saved in our course as a PDF. So even if you're offline, if you want to save it, you can. And then this is the Start Here button. We're going to click directly on the modules, but you can get there from here as well. I also have provided on the homepage a semester at a glance. Right now, only the first 4 weeks are published in the modules, so you can take a look at everything that's due, plan out your semester, all that good stuff. This chart is also in the syllabus, but you can access it here more quickly instead of coming in and out of the syllabus. You may even want to print this out or put the due dates and things in your own calendar. Notice that our weeks always start on Monday and always end Sunday night. So unless it is otherwise specified, your work is due on Sunday evenings. So keep that in mind. The only time that really changes is during finals week. So we follow that through the whole semester. All right, let's go to the module. Each module is going to be set up the same way. You've got a page where you will learn, and then you've got the assignments that are due that week. So in week 1, we've got an overview and learning materials, which we'll look at, and then you've got 2 assignments to do this week. One is the Getting to Know You discussion board, which should be fairly familiar to you if you've had any online classes before, and the Startup Scavenger Hunt, which is a quiz about what you have learned in getting started. All right, so let's take a look at the overview. Each week there's, of course, just an overview at the top, and then the learning materials themselves. This is what you need to do in terms of reading assignments, any videos, all of those good things. Each week, you must do the learning materials and resources if you want to do well on the graded assignments. And then the assignments themselves are linked here, but they're also back in the module. So you can click on the next button to go to the first assignment, but you can also click here and it'll just take you back to the module page. This week, you are going to go through the syllabus carefully. Make sure you read every policy, you understand everything about it. I would keep the syllabus open while you take the Startup Scavenger Hunt quiz because you will need that information. You're going to review the homepage. I've already gone through it with you, but make sure you go through it yourself. The modules, of course, is where you will do your actual work. Here's another link to the Q&A and a note about subscribing to it. This is a great place to ask questions. There is a help and support page for policies and tools relevant to Lake Sumter and the course, the tools that we're using in our particular course. Here is another link to the free textbook. And each week you will have something to read from it. So this week you're going to read the introduction, which is on pages 9 and 10, and the writing process on pages 19 and 20. It is not a super long thing, so you may want to print it out. It is a PDF. I mean, I don't know. I probably wouldn't print the whole thing out. It's pretty long for that. But for those of you who do better, if you can physically take notes on it, it's doable. So you certainly could print it out if you wanted to. Every single week, we will have, like I said, one of these. So this is just a link to the announcements page. Right now, it's not showing again because I haven't posted this, but you will get it. This is kind of the lecture for the week. So sometimes there's other videos that I've made that are part of the learning materials, but for sure, always kick off your week with the weekly walkthrough video. It will help you a great deal. All right, so let's go back to the modules and look at the 2 assignments. The first one, of course, is the Getting to Know You assignment board. This is not anything radical or crazy. You are going to post a photo or a video. You can do the whole thing in video instead of writing if you want to. That's absolutely fine. Canvas will allow you to create videos directly in the discussion board. So if you want to post a photo, of course, you're going to use this little thing that looks like a photo. And if you want to post a video, you're going to use this recording feature. You can record directly in Canvas, or you can create a video and then upload it. Whatever you want to do is certainly fine. But you do want to tell us about yourself and follow all of the instructions there. All right. You will also get points for responding to your classmates, but the way that I like to handle the points for that is that they are separated. So every time you have a due date on a discussion, it is you. It is not you and responding to classmates. You have some time after that due date to complete your responses to others. And those are all in the grade book. If we go back over here to the grades, you will see that down at the bottom, there is a discussion board responding to others. Unless you don't do it, you will get all 100 points. So please do keep up with those. Within a week of the initial post, make sure that you post to your classmates, and those points will kind of add up over the semester. All right. And then the startup scavenger hunt, like I said, it is a test. It is in test format, but it is not timed. You are able to use any materials to help you with it that you want. It is open book, open note kind of thing. And I would suggest that you keep it open in a separate, like maybe open it in a separate window so that you can look at the syllabus and go back and do all of those things. Okay. All right. Well, those are your marching orders for week 1. It is not a hard week, but do make sure that you go through everything, read the syllabus carefully, post any questions about, the policies and procedures and assignments to the Q&A, or if you have private questions, please do shoot me an inbox. I look forward to meeting all of you on the discussion board, and I hope you all have a fabulous first week of classes. Everybody take care.